TV. I know I'm quick with another video. I'm back like that. Something today triggered me and I just feel like I need to hurry up and get this out there. I also know that my last video where I talked about Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, people that talk about those topics, was mighty long. You know, it's there for whenever you're bored and you can grab a bag of popcorn and snack and, you know, drink and eat. But I will start doing smaller videos to break down those topics into like little mini videos. This is gonna be one of them because today, y'all, I was triggered by something and it just really riled my emotions when I told you I'm very passionate about this topic. I am. So I'm gonna get right into it. I'm trying to give y'all a short video, something I need to work on. So I'm about to jump right into it. I want to touch on my comment that I made in my previous video. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's the one that's titled Single, What Do I Know? In that video, I basically mentioned that I believe that Kevin Samuels has boosted some men's egos to the point where they have convinced themselves that they fall in the high value category and they really don't. I want to remind people that a high value man is a lot of things, but a lot of times people focus on the financial aspect of a high value man. So that's the piece that I'm touching on. That being said, you know, part of the high value man is that you make so much money that you can pay for all the expenses for the family. That's the wife, the children, the household, the house. Like, you pay for everything. Like, these high value men sometimes have women who don't work or, you know, do things that make a small amount of money. But you're to the point where you provide everything. So normally he'll tie the high value term with the alpha male term. And like I said in my last video, if y'all don't know who he is, if y'all don't know who Fresh and Fit is, y'all have to watch some of their content to really understand what I'm saying. Because I'm not to, you know, give the background. You can go see that foolishness yourself. So I wanted to touch on one thing. A lot of these men that have convinced themselves that they're a high value man are quick to say, I'm paying all the bills, like I'm covering all the expenses. She's not gonna have to go to work. She's not gonna have to pay no bills. She's not gonna have to worry about nothing. A lot of men, you know, are quick to say that because it sounds good. It sounds real good. And to a female, it sounds real good too. But I tell you one thing, on Kevin Samuels' lives, you got all these men in these comments who like, I'm a high value man. Look at this girl. She can never get me. She ain't on my level. Da 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 da. Right? Kevin Samuels never asked these men, hey, you say you're a high value man, you say you can do X, Y, and Z, tell me how much you think it costs to be able to do that for a family of 4. He never asked that. He bamboozles these men to thinking that they're a high value man, and I can tell you right now, if Kevin Samuels was to distribute a 1-question quiz to all these men who follow him, who think they're high value, with that one question, I can tell you right now, if it was a class, 75% is not passing. 75% is not passing. Like 75% is not going to be able to even guess the correct range of the amount of money it takes to be able to support the entire family on your own. A lot of these men think that because they own a business that they have the money to support an entire family. A lot of these men really know deep down inside they're not high value, but because they're really planning to get there, they've thrown themselves in that category too early. That's one thing I wanted to say. But he's very to ask females, how much do you think it costs to raise a baby? How much do you think a ring is? How much do you think X square footage house costs or whatever? And embarrass these women because they don't know, but have all these men who think they know what it costs to be a high value man who can pay all the expenses. Them men don't know how much it costs to cover the entire family and support the entire family, and you be the only person supporting that family. They don't know. Their egos are so boosted, it's like beyond the roof. Like, I can't. It's laughable. It's jokeable. In my last video, I used the term regular degular, and I think, you know, I want to take that comment back, which I'm still going to use that word because I use that word all the time, but I want to emphasize that regular degular is not bad. So, and I'm gonna draw something out real quick. 1 second. But basically what you have is at the top here is high value, at the bottom is below average. Now below average is the bottom of the barrel, right? Then above that you have average. That's gonna be the salary that you see when you Google what's the average salary for a man, what's the average salary for a female. Then you have above average, which are men who, you know, okay, they're doing something with their lives. That's great, like great good men, right? And in between is the category where I put the term regular degular, which as you can see, regular degular is not regular. You know, they're above average. What I'm emphasizing is Kevin Samuels has these men bamboozled. They believe that if they are above average, that they just skip to being high value. That's my problem with Kevin Samuels. These men that aren't, the bottom of the barrel, Kevin Samuels has boosted their head into thinking that they can just skip from the above average category and be with the rest of the high value dudes. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. If there was a high value convention, they would say, what's your name? They look at the list and they would say, your name's not on here. That's the reality check that all these Kevin Samuels supporters out there need. Which therefore leads to, if all these men that are just average or above average men think that they are high value, they think that they can set these crazy standards because they think that they have so much demand that any girl wants them, and any girl should be thankful and be getting down on their knees and bowing to them if they're above average. Like, no. You're gonna reap what you get when you're an above average man. You don't reap the benefits of a high value man when you're an above average man. That's all that I'm pretty much saying. They need to focus on the men who fall in between the above average category and the high value category. And it seems like these men just can't comprehend that there's a place for you when you're below high value. That you don't just jump to high value. So yeah, and it's just really, really funny. And Kevin Samuels contradicts himself because when he pulls out statistics, he's quick to say, what is the salary of an average African-American man? Now, we all know that a lot of our African-American men are in prison right now. So that brings the whole, medium down super, super low. Then all the men in the comments yeah, I'm above average, I'm high value, I'm up in the top 10%. Let's put them on a scale with all other ethnicities, you know what I'm saying? Because Kevin Samuels, when it comes to judging women by their weight, he doesn't say, let's look at a BMI for only African-American females. He looks at a BMI that's for all females. So stop boosting these African-American men to think that they're high value when they're not. Now, I'm a strong supporter of black men going out and being great and doing good for themselves. All my guy friends know anytime they're doing something good, I'm always supporting them. I'm always encouraging them. I'm not here to bring African-American men down, but I'm here to emphasize facts. And the fact of the matter is too many people think that they're high value when they're really not. Kevin Samuels, tell your viewers that everybody can't be in the high value men club. They can't. Some of the people have to wait to get in. What that song say? How you gonna hate from outside the club when you can't even get in? Kevin Samuels is holding the door open to the high value convention, and then all these regular dudes come in, and that's not how the world works. So that's just the point that I wanted to emphasize. A high value man is not just based on a person's financials. And there's always an emphasis on that when it comes to people that are strong supporters of Kevin Samuels. They think that because they make a certain amount of money, that they're a high value man. And it's like, you're forgetting a lot of other aspects. And I really wish that people that had platforms such as Fresh and Fit or the platform of Kevin Samuels would emphasize to females, there's good things in getting what I call a regular. There's good things to obtaining a man who's above average. There's a trade-off that happens when you get a high value man. You don't get loyalty, you may not get genuine love, you may not get affection, you may not get quality time. You're probably just gonna get the material things. When you have what I call a regular but an above average man, you get those things. You get quality time, you get a genuine relationship, you get loyalty, you get someone who truly cares about you, who really wants to protect. You know what I'm saying? There's a trade-off that happens, and there just needs to be an emphasis on all the men out there who are doing great things. And there needs to be an emphasis on the men who, because they make a certain amount of money or start making above average money, that they have a reality check that, hey, I'm not in the high value category, but I'm an above average man. And for that, I know that women will appreciate it. That's the only point that I'm trying to get across. Because if you look at the average salary for a female, there's going to be a lot of people that watch this story who make above the average salary for a female. I myself make above the average salary for a female in the United States. Do you see me going around saying, I'm a high value female, oh my God, I'm a Beyonce? No, because it's levels to this, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Share it. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, talk about it with your friends, share with one of your guy friends and have a conversation and see what he thinks about this video. And let me know what y'all think. Continue to be the best version of yourself. Bye.